Hi everyone, Velvet here, and I have some stories for you today. But before we get started, can you please do me a huge favor and like, comment, and subscribe? It'll help the channel out and it'll get you more videos like this. Let's get to it. And our first one is from Responsible Art 7786. Am I the beehole for telling my nephew's mom and her family that they have double standards that I don't agree with? So, my brother has an 8-month-old son with his ex, who is also my best friend for 20 years. My friendship with her went downhill after she and my brother started dating. They didn't seem good together. She asked and I told her as much, and she didn't like that, so she wasn't really talking to me. Then they had a surprise pregnancy and broke up almost immediately after that. Apparently, my brother's reaction wasn't what she wanted, because she thought the pregnancy was a bad thing initially, and he was excited. She was also so sour about it when they told us she was pregnant. It was no surprise when they broke up. She tried to befriend me after the breakup again and told me how much she missed me, and how I was right. Her family, who I was close to for many years before, weren't as thrilled by her reaching back out to me, because they felt that I cursed the relationship between my brother and her. How did you curse the relationship? That was their own drama. You didn't get her pregnant? Psh, people, man. During the pregnancy, she started dating someone else and moved in with him. My brother went on some dates with his now new girlfriend, and was called out by the ex and her family for dating while he should be focusing on being a dad. Well, she's dating someone and moved in with them. She should focus on, being a mom instead of dating and bringing a new man to watch a child that's not his, but okay. They said he was disrespectful to her for dating while she was carrying his child. She's extremely disrespectful to him for, dating and bringing another man to live with her, if we want to get into semantics like that. That double standard astounded me because she was the one who broke up with him. Oh, well, okay, geez. And she was also dating and living with someone else already. Okay, it's exactly what I said. It's crazy how people can't see how hypocritical they are. My nephew was born, and they complained about my brother's involvement and how he wouldn't just leave her with the baby for as long as she liked. Yeah, 'cause that's his child too. You don't. A DNA test was carried out. Good, smart, who knows what she was up to if she's acting like that. Because they weren't married. Custody was set up and now they split time with the baby. My brother and his girlfriend are still dating. My nephew's mom broke up with the other guy. Oh man, big surprise, who didn't see that coming? Since the breakup, my nephew's mom and her family have been trying to get me back into the fold. Oh, don't you love that? Since it didn't work out with the guy she moved in with, they're trying to go after you now to get you to take care of her. Ugh, gross. With them. And I kept my distance. Smart. But politely. They recently asked me about this, though, and why I was so cold with them, and I told them they have a double standard that I do not agree with. I told them they treated my brother like trash and acted like he was a monster for dating while she was pregnant, but she was allowed to live with another man. Exactly, she did so much worse, but since she's family, they can't see it or they choose not to see it. Ah, hypocrites. And be with him, even having him at the birth of my nephew. Oh, that's gross. But they were still angry my brother had a girlfriend, who he did not live with, or even have around my nephew yet. I told them I wasn't okay with that, and couldn't get on board. They told me I should see how it's different, and accused me of being a smexis beehole. Am I the beehole? No, OP, especially the way they treated your brother. I don't know why they expected you to side with them. It is crazy how the human mind works, you know what I mean? This is an obvious double standard where she's worse in the situation. She brought a stranger to watch over your brother's child, and he probably has no say because she'll probably pop off on him because that's how it is right now. And they're over here getting on him for dating. Yeah, he's gonna date again. He's not, with her. He deserves to find, well, not, you know what I mean. He should be able to find someone else too, just like how she did. I mean, what did they expect would happen? She's the one who broke up with him. He sounds like he wants a family. He was excited for the baby. Of course he's gonna go try to find someone who he can have a family with, a whole family. Cause yeah, it sounds like he wants to see his child and wants to be a good dad. Smart on you guys for getting the paternity test. I believe everyone should have one of those when a baby's born, just to be on the safe side, especially how people are nowadays. It's not like back in the day where you find someone and you stay with them. It's a jungle out there. But yeah, I see nothing wrong with what you're saying. They're hypocrites, and I'm glad you pointed it out. But it's crazy. It's just how the brain works. You told them what they did, and it's so easy to see how hypocritical they are, and they're still doing it. The double standard is wild. But OP, not the beehole. Good on you for having your brother's back, and screw her, man. over here bringing some random guy to the birth of your brother and her's child. That's wild to me. And our next one is from Wooden Opinion 2431. Am I the beehole for finally saying something about my husband consuming everything in the house, especially items I get for myself? So, context. I grew up really poor. I didn't get to buy snacks for me or drinks I like. So as an adult, I get things that I enjoy but don't run through it within a day. Example, I drink like one diet soda a day. I think that's still pretty bad. I'm pretty sure diet soda is still really bad for you, but I'm one to talk. I've gotten it under control where I eat sweets once a day, one day a week on Fridays, and I could see, I kind of see what your husband's like. Because if you leave a bag of chocolate pretzels in front of me, I'm gonna polish off the whole bag. I don't know, man. That's my own addiction to deal with chocolate. But back to the story. I buy plenty of groceries and separate snacks for my husband. I'll actually buy him more than I get myself. I'm not a snacker often. I'll get one or two things for me and plenty for him. I'll also get plenty of meals to make and some easy to quick pop in the microwave meals just in case I'm not home to cook dinner. Every time I buy something, he'll eat everything so fast. Like I'll go make dinner, it'll be missing ingredients for said dinner. His snacks will be gone. He'll start eating mine. Oh, that would piss me off, eating my snacks. He claims he doesn't like soda. Then he drinks all of mine because he said it's there. Oh, that would piss me off too, even more. It's something he doesn't like that I like, and he's over here finishing it off and he doesn't even like it. Ooh, ooh. At first, I really didn't want to say anything about it, but it's frustrating because I budget. I don't plan to have all these extra expenses of having to refill the fridge after 3 days when it's a week or more worth of groceries. I finally say something in response to this because he polished off a whole bag of my favorite snacks and drinks, like 16 ounces diet sodas in one sitting. Ooh, that's really bad. This man's gonna get diabetes. I think diet soda doesn't have sugar, but I guess it's not good to consume that much soda. What's going on with him? He got so tore up at me. He tells me that I'm selfish. How are you selfish? You buy him all these little treats and snacks, and then he tears into yours. That he won't touch my stuff ever again. Good. You promise? Tells me I'm basically his dad and wouldn't unpack the subject. Tells me I act like if we can't buy more. This fight literally turned into a huge ordeal, which I just tried to explain. I'd buy him his own of the same thing if he really likes those items. He refused that option, saying he knows what I'm thinking even though I'm not saying it. And when I went to explain, he ran off to our bedroom and went to bed. I tried to talk to him and tell him that in no way was I being hostile, which ended up with him screaming and telling me to shut up. Wow, how old is this guy? Am I the beehole for even saying anything about it? I'm really confused by this behavior. Okay, judging by how he acted like a child, throwing a tantrum for finally getting called out on his BS, and over here saying that you're just like his dad, I think it's obvious that dude has daddy issues. He's eventually gonna become obese, OP, the way he's been putting it down like that. He has no self-control, it seems like. I don't know, maybe therapy. It sounds like there's something going on why he's, stuffing his face full of everything and tearing through everything and throwing tantrums as a grown man. Yeah, OP, I don't know if you can get him into therapy, but I would recommend therapy. There's something under that surface that needs to be dealt with if he's acting like that over some snacks. OP, not the beehole. And our final one comes from Front Sock 4413. Would I be the beehole if I insisted she needs to tell her age when we met new people? My wife and I met 20 years ago when we were 22 and 25, respectively. Back then, we looked the same age, but now, at 45, I look like I'm in my mid-50s, while at 42, my wife looks like she's in her late 20s. Oh, good for you, congratulations. We have lived in the same neighborhood since we got married, but recently had to move and change our kids' school, so nothing prepared me for how incredibly awkward it'd be to enroll our kids in a new school and get to know the neighbors when I look like I'm in my 50s, my wife looks like she's in her late 20s, and our kids are both teenagers. Who cares? Nobody cares. Why would anybody care about, oh, your wife looks young and you look older? Who cares? You're both adults, you know what I mean? It's one thing for people to assume I have a controversially young wife when it's just the two of us. I couldn't care less. But it's another when we have to introduce our children, because if they think my wife is around 28, it would seem like I was a creep who got an underage girl pregnant. No one's thinking that. No one is thinking that. I asked my wife if she could start mentioning her age when we introduced ourselves. How? Do you know how awkward that is? Hello, I'm Stephanie, I am age 47. What? Nobody introduces themselves with their age. That's so weird, OP. But she said I'm being ridiculous. She's right, you are being ridiculous. And that it would be incredibly awkward for her to do so. Yup, she's right about that. I don't think it's ridiculous to want to avoid being labeled a creep. Would I be the beehole if I insisted and she said after she said no? Yeah, OP, you're 100% the beehole on this. Why are you acting like this? Be happy you have a young, beautiful, someone who looks young and beautiful as your wife. Who cares what others think? No, no one is going, oh boy, I bet he was with her when she was young. He's probably like, oh, he you know what I mean? The dude, he's an older dude with a younger girl. It happens all the time. And who cares what others think? OP, you're too old to be acting this insecure and worrying about others' opinions of you. You got a wife and a kids and like you know what I mean? Who cares? Who cares, OP? You were overthinking it. And yeah, don't make your wife shout her age or tell people her age when they first meet. Women are very sensitive about that. You don't tell people her age. That's so rude. OP, yeah, you're the beehole. Stop. You have a young wife. Why are you doing? You have a young looking wife. You should be happy and proud. Like, good for her. Good genes. OP, 100% the beehole. Thank you for making it to the end of the video with me. And can you please do what I said in the beginning? And like, comment, and subscribe. It really and truly does help the channel out. It helps it grow, and it helps to get more videos like this. Velvet out.